right now, do you? Good evening, everybody. There's always some kind of little disturbance with computers. It's crazy. All right, welcome, ladies and gentlemen. I am Mr. Poseidon. Remember, we all have a little Poseidon in us. Welcome, everybody, to my show. I'm glad to see everybody's here tonight. It's going to be an exciting night. And let's start off by saying hello to my beautiful wife, Mrs. P.
Good evening, everybody.
All right. So, Mrs. P, put you up in the corner over there. So can you tell me anything new? Anything new for everybody you wanted to say? Tell them the truth. She wanted to kill me 2 minutes ago.
You know,
When
nobody realizes how much preparation it takes to
I'm telling
put this
you.
together.
I'm telling you.
Oh my gosh, the technology part of
I'm
it.
telling you. You know, we never had a problem with
pictures.
divorce, but ever since this thing, it's appeared in our life. It's a lot of work, man.
Oh boy.
Boy, there's going to be a lot of fishing trips on those Tuesdays and Thursday shows. I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen. Other than that, so I'm glad everybody showed up. Let me start off with my hellos, and that does require me to put on my reading glasses. So, okay, we got a lot of light coming in. All right, there we go. Much better. There we go. I can see. Can I see? Can I see? There we go. There we go. Much better. It's a beautiful thing. I can really see now. Okay, so let's start off by saying, good evening, Jedi. Jedi, that is Mr. Palmetier's son. Nice to see you, Connor. Ebeth Hastings, always a pleasure. Good evening. Wait, what is that, honey? I'm losing it when you scroll up like that. Ebeth Hastings, good evening. Can't wait for the show. Yes, we are here. Welcome. You want to scroll up to just the top? Oscar Baera, Joseph Berzavenko, who we have as a guest tonight, is here. Rick Hernandez, what's up, everybody? I got a great video with us, Rick. That'll be coming out in the next few days. Welcome. I went fishing with Rick Hernandez and his buddy Eric. His buddy Eric scoring. You know, when you bring a friend, guys, remember, I'm going to make this quick. When you bring a friend, you got to score him a fish. Well, his friend is addicted. Rick called me up and was like, yo, dude, he was calling me at 7:30 in the morning about going fishing again. I'm like, it's a beautiful thing. He's hooked. I'm only kidding. Eric and Rick were wonderful friends. Eric, congratulations. That was a beautiful, 26-inch striper I think he caught. Beautiful, beautiful fish, but such a fat fish. Me and Rick were looking at it like that's a 29, 30-inch fish, but it was fat. It was a young, pregnant female, probably its first run back being pregnant or getting ready to spawn those eggs. Let me continue on. Joe Terra, good evening. Let's do it, Mr. and Mrs. P. Good evening, good evening. Bruce Bain is here in New York. Bruce Bain came down from Rhode Island. As soon as he got out of his car, he had a shotgun in one hand, a pistol in the other. I said, what's up? I said, we're going for stripes. He goes, nah, New York and all, you scared me. I was like, nah, I'm only kidding, Bruce. Don't worry about it. We had a great time. Bruce Bain came down. We went fishing together. Unfortunately, I'll tell you the story in just a bit when we get to those pictures. We had a great time. I mean, wonderful time. He stayed here for the night.
Oh, no, never.
Oh, never mind. Okay. All right. Whatever you say, Dom. Remember, you're on camera. Say hi to everybody. Other than that, what?
That's okay.
Okay, good. So, Bruce was down here. We had a good time. We'll get to that. Bruce Bain, hello to you. John Francisconi. John Francisconi, what can I say about you? We're going to show some more pictures of John Francisconi. And anybody who's been following the channel here on YouTube and been on the live streams, I don't think there's ever been a live stream with John Francisconi not catching a nice fish. And most of the fish John has caught this year, and John can admit with me, it's been a great year for big fish. Oh my goodness. John's like sending me a picture every other day. I'm looking at them carefully, and my wife's like, no, they're not the same. Look, he's wearing a red shirt in this one and a blue one in this one. I'm like, you're right. John, congratulations. You're having a wonderful season. I'm hearing you lead the way with that 34-inch this year. Congratulations.
You want to show pictures of John?
Well, wait. First, we got to say hellos. We got John Garcia. Good evening, buddy. You're always here. Oscar El Baera, thank you again for coming by. Seb, audio, he says. Audio. Is there a problem with the audio issues? Is it okay now? Can you tell me?
John Garcia says he hears fine.
Does anyone have sound? I hear
Hey,
Mr. P
MK.
fine. You got to speak into it. Can everybody hear us? Hey, Mr. P, I'm in K. I didn't quite finish the video, but I got most of it. I had to scroll through it really quick because of the show starting, but I did see it. I saw you guys on the boat. You had great catches.
Okay.
I wish I was on the boat with you. It looked like a nice time.
All right. Ebeth is saying something sounds
Like a train, serious audio issues. Okay, so I'm going to take off the...
We're going to do a reset of something. Hold on a second.
Yeah. How is the audio issues now? It says better, Beth says.
Yeah.
Sounds like a roadway. Is it still bad? My goodness, we really have issues with this. I can't wait to get on a new computer. We got the new card. That issue's been healed. Sounds like roadwork. Sounds like the ocean. Steve Hastings, that's not bad, though. I like Steve Hastings' answer. Sounds like the ocean. Let me see. Can we restart this at least without having an issue?
Yeah,
We're going to try this. I'll be right back. Hold on. Yeah, I can hear it in the background. All right, so is everybody back? Can you give me another test, guys? I'm really sorry about this. Is there something, I hear it. It's like a little buzzing noise. Is it still there?
It sounds like a motor, like somebody's got it. We don't have any motors
No.
running on this end.
Still not good. Wow. Try connecting with Joe Bejovenka again.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Does everything sound good now? Watch this now. It's going to work fine now. Correct, guys? Watch. It'll come right. It'll come right now. I know it will. Yes. Ebeth says yes. See, perfect now. So Joe Bejovenka's got to help me out. Whatever pot cooker you got going on, Joe, you got to fix that. There's a buzzing noise. It's something that it's leaning on. It wasn't doing that before.
Oh, like a fan running.
There's a
like
fan running on that or
or
something. It's not
or an open window.
or
with
an open
somebody
window or
outside.
something outside because I heard an engine earlier. But see if you can get that corrected. We'll call you right back. Let me continue on. Guys, thank you for helping me out on that. This is so embarrassing. We're going to get a new computer. Hopefully, we'll be able to solve a lot of these issues. We're going to be switching programs as far as getting me on YouTube. We're going to be going to a paid program where maybe they won't have these sound difficulties we're having. But other than that, thank you very much. Bruce Bain, thank you. Everybody who's on. Stephen Hastings, thank you. John Francisconi, thank you. Jay Lee, good buddy. How are you, my friend? Sounds good now. Let's try Joe Bejovenka one more time.
All right.
If not, we're going to have to get that issue fixed because I don't want to put everybody through this. So.
All right. Everybody should just.
Yeah, just get John.
Yeah, we'll get Joe on.
Joe on, right. So let's get Joe back on, and then we'll continue this. So, guys, I'm so glad everybody showed up to the show. I'm going to put on that music. We like that music. I'm so glad everybody showed up to the show. Also, I want to mention again, Ebeth and Steve Hastings, we haven't gone yet to the certain place. We want to thank you very much for that again. And again, to your friend, Jimmy Moe, we wish him well rested. Thank you very much again. Everybody who's been listening for the first time, Jimmy Moe was a very close friend to Ebeth, who worked with him. Her husband also knew him. He was known to be a kind guy, a happy guy, and always talked about his fishing. So he passed away, and this is a little memory to him. So to Jimmy Moe and to Ebeth and Steve Hastings, thank you very much for even enlightening us to who Jimmy Moe was. Thank you. Let me continue on. Let's see. Joe Bejovenka's back on. Let me take this off. Is anybody here deburring anymore? I think we're good right now.
Yeah,
I
I feel
feel
like
we're
there's a
good
clean
right now,
connection.
guys. Unless we're totally disconnected from everybody, and that's that. Let's see.
Okay, wait, hold on a second.
Hmm.
This is, YouTube is not
Interference, it says John Francisconi.
Oh,
Well, what are you going to do? Error, YouTube is not receiving enough information.
man. I don't know what it could be. Hold on. Interference. What is
Mm.
this? Buffering. YouTube is not receiving enough. Huh. I don't know what it could be.
I don't either.
Stream status says poor. Usually it'll say excellent connection.
All right. So anyway, let me see. It says no good, no good, no good. Stephen Hastings. All right. Listen. We're gonna have to stop the portion. We're gonna show the pictures though. Joe Berjavenka. There seems to be a problem when you're hooking up with us.
No.
What? No, Romina. Because everything was fine.
I'm gonna start this
Okay.
YouTube.
Okay. Hold on, Joe. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry this is
Oh, no.
happening. Maybe Mr. Pineapple will help this out. This is terrible. Maybe this will, help us get a few extra viewers. They're like, well, this really is real. So maybe these guys are really real. So please subscribe to my channel if you're watching. I'm going to put on a lot of good content. Got a couple of videos coming out this week. I also did an interview with Bruce Bain today, this morning. He was here live. And no, it wasn't a live show, but pretty much we made a video together of Bruce's life in surf fishing and how he started and how he's doing and how much he loves the sport. So that video will be coming out very soon too in the next few days.
Okay.
Other than that, so.
It says excellent connection.
Excellent
so everybody
connection.
should kind of restart.
Oh, everybody says good. No, look.
Yeah, everybody should restart.
Oscar
their,
Barrera says good now.
Okay.
Ebet, fix now. There it is. You know what? Wait. Let's get in a couple of more good ones out there. Let's see. Come on, guys. Okay, now.
Now let's see if I'm going to call Joe
Okay.
Benzavenga.
Let's see if we could call Joe Benjavenka. If we could do this for a final time. Ladies and gentlemen, drum roll. Here's the drum roll.
Okay, here we go. Let's see. Oh, my God.
Oh, that's me. Hi, guys. There you go. Here we go. Oh, it's happening.
What's happening?
Hold on. Hello, Chris. How are you? We're trying to get things fixed here with our guest here tonight. Let's see what's going on. That's better. Let's turn up the volume. How is it going, everybody? How's it sounding? Help me here. How is everything sounding? I'm waiting to hear that. Oh, it's happening again. Okay. Joe, it's a problem. It's when you're on only, buddy. I don't know. Try pulling out the headphones. See what happens then. Just pull them out.
Yeah. Just use the your mobile device.
Audio issue is back. No good, he said. That's it. All right, listen. We are going to definitely pick this interview up again. I am so sorry about that. Joe, it's okay. So stay on the line, Joe. We're going to put up your pictures. I'm going to talk about as much as I can about the ones that I know of and the ones you've told me about. I thank you so much for at least trying to get on. We'll fix this. The people will see you again, Joe. I love that shirt, by the way. God, that would have been great. He's wearing a Surf Rats Ball T-shirt. What a beautiful T-shirt. Anyhow, all right. So, Joe, let me let you go because it's gurgling. Let's do that off. Come on, honey. Okay, guys. So it's off right now. That's it. Let's pick up some nice music here. I am very sorry about that, guys. But we're going to be showing some nice pictures up. You guys are my #1 fans out there. The people who are out there right now are always on. I am so sorry about what happened tonight, guys. We will have this issue corrected on the next run around. Anyhow, for now, let's start off with the pictures, honey. I feel so terrible.
Oh.
I'm heartbroken.
Oh.
I will never give up, guys. Never. Stripers are my life. I love striped bass fishing. Here I am right here. Look, guys. If you can see, this is the Arts Tackle and Fly Shop. I'm there all the time. I buy all my goods from them. All the prizes that I hand out on the show, 90% of them are from Arts Tackle and Fly Shop. And usually if he can't get them, it's because he's sold out of them. But anyway, that's Art. Art, thank you very much. Thank you, Kevin. I know you work there very hard. You always show me everything. Thank you, guys, up there at Arts Tackle and Bait Shop. Chris Gannon, thank you. I didn't say earlier. Hello. John Garcia, Nestor Reyes. Anybody else if I missed, I'm sorry. I'll catch you if you put something up on the headquarters. Any newcomers here? Any newcomers, please don't be afraid. Type something. Ask me a question. Go ahead. It's your chance now. Straight to Poseidon. Mr. Poseidon. So anyway, so the other day I went fishing. Here we go. So here's John Francesconi. This is the other day. We had a bad one yesterday as far as weather, but the other day was a little sunny. John came up with this. John, you can help me out. I think this was a 28-inch, 9-pound striped bass. Am I correct, John? You can correct me, buddy, if you'd like. But there's John Francesconi doing it again on the Hudson. This guy is a champion. I mean, you hear other guys catching fish, but John is doing it all the time. Why, guys? He is number one at putting in the time. You've got to put in the time. You can't just hope to go once and say, hey, yo, go to fish. How big was it? 14 inches. Come on, you got to put in the time. There's John again. This is a few days before that. John, I don't have the weight and size to that. I don't know if you remember from the jacket you were wearing, but what a dynamite person John is. I love John. He's a good fisherman, guys. If you ever see him down there, my advice to you is, number one, make sure he's not hooked up to a fish and he goes down there and you go down and you try to bother him when he's trying to get your fish. Don't do that. If you see him sitting on his chair waiting for the bite, don't get in the way of him looking at the rod. Stay to the side, ask him a question, and he'll answer you. If you get in the way of the rod, you're already getting on bad grounds. John Francesconi, thank you so much. I love you, buddy. You really are a great fisherman, and you support me here on the channel by showing up. And guys, yes, every single stream, I've never talked about it all the time, but this stream too, I have 2 prizes for only 1 winner because I like to make my prizes a little good, so I have 2 prizes for 1 winner, not 1 and 2. I'm only going to do 1 winner, and that's the way it goes. Anyway, let's talk about that earlier. Jay Lee, 32-inch, 11.5 pounds. Jay, was that you? Is that you, Jay? Because I don't have a picture of that one. Let me go back to the pictures now. Here we got Lenny Brea. Look at that, right? Am I saying it right, honey?
Yeah,
Lenny. So there's Lenny right there. Lenny Brea. Lenny, thank you for that picture. Let's go on to the next one. I know Lenny's got some more.
Yeah.
Come on, Lenny. You got it going on. Yeah, let's put up that one. That one's nice. Look at that nice fish. Lenny, I don't know the weight or size to that, but that's a nice fish. I like to look at fish. You know, I look at fish, guys. Tells you a little tipsy. Look at the tails. That's a nice medium to large tail. That's a nice tail. Some of these stripers, you catch the big ones, man, they have tails like mermaids. It's not like I'm hanging out with mermaids all the time and I know what they look like, but I do watch movies. And if they got tails like that, the striped bass are beautifully big. Thank you for that, Lenny. I think Lenny's got 1 more, or is it just 2, honey? Yeah, my wife's shaking her head. No. There's only 2 for Lenny. Sorry, Lenny, but thank you, Lenny. Thank you for sending me those pictures. Here we go. So this was me and Bruce. He came down. Now, there was a guy next to us. There's Jay Lee in the back. He's on right now live. Jay Lee also is on YouTube. Check him out. He's got some nice videos. Jay Lee's a good guy. He's got a good spirit, and he's a good fisherman. So let's go back to Bruce Bain here. There's Bruce Bain. He came down for a few days. Me and Bruce were fishing right next to each other. Bruce is the only one who scored. I think that's like a 20-inch fish. Sorry, Bruce, if I lied. It's 13, but anyway. But it's a nice little striper. Obviously, it went back. Bruce was like, yeah, you know, I finally, at least I'm not coming to New York for the first time. But the thing was that the gentleman next to us, and we'll see his pictures now, right, honey?
Yes.
Go ahead. Sorry, Bruce, that's all you get with me. If you caught more, you would have had more pictures. I'm
Nice,
just kidding.
you guys.
So here's this man that I met there that night, Eli. Eli was such a nice person. He was such a nice guy. And, you know, I didn't know him. And when you don't know somebody, you don't just go talk to them. You feel him out. You see who he is. So I'm watching him, and I see him, and I'm like, why is he bending down for? What's he doing going next to Ryan? And then all of a sudden, wham, he just gets up. I mean, he was quick. He was quick. I mean, like Michael Jordan backhand, shoo. He was quick. The man knew what he was doing. He got right up and just lifted the rod. So I got a circle hook on there. He lifted the rod. And I seen that rod drop. Screaming. And I was like, oh. It's either he's got a 10-pound catfish or he's got a nice big striper on this. So he reeled it in. This is the fish he came up with. 33-inch. Still didn't beat out Johnny, Kyle. I'm sorry. You got to meet Johnny one day if you don't know him already. But he's got you on that one. He's got a 34-inch. You are in second. I was there to witness this. He reeled it in, and I remember him as he's reeling in. He went from like a joking guy laughing to like, oh, this is a big fish here I got, guys. And I looked at it, and I was like, whoa, he does have a big fish on there. So that's the fish he reeled it in. Put that back up, honey. I want to show him that other picture. So we've reeled in that fish, 33-inch, 12.5 pounds, because it got measured with my boga grip, and he measured it out with the ruler, and that's what it was. Congratulations, Kyle. That was a beautiful pitch. I got to be there for that. Go ahead. Eli, I'm sorry. I'm terrible with names. Bruce Bain's laughing right now, going, Eric, I was right. You destroy names. Anyway, so Eli, I was going to say Kyle. Eli, I thank you so much. I got another picture I'm going to show you from Eli, but thank you for that. I had a wonderful time with you. You're a wonderful gentleman, and I respect you. I had a great time with you over there. We laughed so much. You were a funny man. Let's put up that next one by Eli. There you go. So now I got a nice picture here. Look at this happiness. Guys, don't shut me down, YouTube. Don't shut me down.
So happy.
But look at so happy. Look at Mark. This is my buddy Mark. Do you guys see him on here? Everyone's Jay Lee knows him. Look how happy he is. And look at Eli next to him. This is like Eli's 29th fish. So he's having a cigarette in the middle of this photo. God bless you guys. You guys did a double header right there at the same time. I love that picture, and I love it. I really do. Mark, thank you. That's N to the WO. And Eli, you're a wonderful person. Thank you. I think we got one more by Eli, right?
No, that was it.
That was it? He wasn't one with a fluke? That flat fish? No? She didn't put that one. Eli, don't blame me for that one. Blame the wife. Here, she can take the full screen on that. Tell Eli now. Guys, look at the camera.
No,
look at the camera. The camera.
Those are the only two.
Look at the camera. Don't be afraid to look at Eli. Look at the camera. Yeah, right there. Now you're looking. See that? Eli, go ahead.
The only two that you sent me.
Thank you, Eli. You're a wonderful, wonderful guy. I'm glad you did that, Eli. You just gave her. I love it. She doesn't like to be on camera, so I like to get her with those instances. All right, so let me get B&Day Chicken to the party. Hope everyone had an awesome weekend. Was wonderful. Eli, I told you you were leaving as I was very impressed. Ha, there you go. So let's go on to the next photo, honey. See what else we got up there. Hold on, guys. It's coming. We got some good stuff. That's it? The show's over?
Yeah, no, that was it.
Oh, so let's go to Joe Bejavenka. So Joe was going to be our guest tonight. We were having a little bit of technical difficulties. We're very sorry. Joe, I will get you on here if I have to bring IBM to your house and get it on. You're coming on. You are a very good fisherman. All I hear is the best things about you to whoever of your friends that you introduced me to. Had nothing to say but the best about Hellish Storm. And, you know, in the beginning, I was like, Hellstorm, Hellish. I would always get it mixed up. So I was like, that's it. You are the storm, buddy. When the storm shows up, the stripers are there. Except when Eli's around. Then he catches everything, and we can't catch anything. Anyway, he caught everything. He caught 10 fish. I couldn't catch anything. It was my leader, guys. I'm going to give you a little tip. This is what happened. So we're fishing next to Eli. And Eli, I got to tell you, when we first looked at your rig, me and Bruce Bain were sitting there, we're looking at it, we seen a bank waiter, and it was basically, and the hook was basically just hanging a little below the bank waiter. I would say the leader was about 8 inches. So we were like, what has he got on there? That's not going to work. So me and Bruce Bain, we're surf fishermen. We got on a 3-meter leader. And I've always caught fish there, but the water was a little rough underwater there. So what was happening, I'm going to tell you guys, you're going to learn something now. The few guys who are listening to me right now, you're going to learn something. So the leader started waving around. And when the leader started waving around and the striper came by, he didn't want to deal with it. It wasn't directly on the bottom. Where Eli's leader and the weight was hanging, and the leader was basically doing this. Right here, look, right here. So the fish kept, hitting it. We kept getting closer to his spot. He kept saying, come on over. When he finally left, he said, take my spot. We threw it out there, same spot, time after time for about an hour straight.
And nothing.
And we watched, nothing. And watched the people next to us start landing fish, the ones that Eli was landing. I will never fish with a 3-foot leader again. Never. Never. Not in the river, at least. A couple of people have told me that, and I've always wondered why are they doing it, because I always thought that stripers would be shy to see the weight, and I leave 3 meters. But when it's like really like the undercurrent is moving and it's flinging all over the place, and here comes a striper, and he sees this in front of his eyes, He's like, what is that? Get away from me. And then he sees Eli's just doing this. Look, it's just doing this right here. So let's try to go. Me, it sees it flying. It's like, what is that? It's like, here comes stroke or whatever. No good. So we realized that was the mistake. That was really the mistake. I know Bruce came up with some other suggestions, but Bruce, it was the roast beef sandwich my wife made you. It got to you. It's the long leader. I'm never going to do that again.
Lots of current, he said.
Yeah, it was lots of current. Definitely lots of current under there, without a doubt. So, other than that, I want to go on to Joe Bierzevenka's pictures. Joe, I'm sorry. We're going to get you on live no matter what one day. And it's coming very soon. I don't have many guests booked. Only till November, 18th we're booked right now? Yeah, right. Okay.
You want to show his...
Yeah, I want to start putting up Joe's pictures. Guys, let me tell you, Joe's a great fisherman. I'm going to put these up right now. Beautiful picture. Put that up, honey. Look at that.
Hold on.
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go.
Is that okay?
That's perfect, honey. Look at my wife. She's just a transition up. Wow, she's awesome. Thank you for that. If you guys only knew what went behind the scenes. All right, so there's Joe Bierzevenka. He's got a nice striper right there. Joe is a very happy man, and you're going to see a new looking Joe for those of you who don't know. I do. But just keep watching these pictures and you'll know what I'm talking about. So there's Joe Bierzevenka. Beautiful striper on the boat right there out in the ocean. Joe, that is a monster. That is a monster. I love that picture. I love Oscar. You're doing the right thing without a doubt. Without a doubt, Oscar. Oscar. All right, so let's go on to the next one, honey. No, that's me in Giant Feature.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, she's like trying. She does a great job, though. Tell my wife.
Oops.
That one was for my wife. Oh, I like that one, honey.
So, wait, hold on.
Yeah, take your time. Take your time. So anyway, Joe Bierzevenka, again, I'm sorry, man. It's so sucky that you couldn't come on here, but because of that problem. But anyway, here's Joe again on the same boat. Now, I don't know, Joe, maybe you can tell us right now, is that the same fish you were holding up, or is that a different fish? Because to me, it looks like a different fish. It would have been great if he was on there explaining the fish exactly, but yeah, Mr. P pushing too many buttons over there. He knows it.
Oh,
Without a doubt. Let's push the right button right now, Oscar, all right? A little water, hydronate the system,
Hydrate.
I know what it is. I'm teasing around over here. All right, so there's Joe again. You want to put that over again? Yeah, I'll help you. Let me come back here and you work on that over there. Just take your time. It's okay. We are going to be getting a new program. We're going to switch over from OBS. This is the program that helps us get online. Anyway, there's Joe Bierzevenka. It's on a night fishing trip. You can see another big fish by freaking Joe. I love you, Joe. You're a good fisherman. Every time I speak to this guy, I don't spend no less than 20 minutes on the phone with him. That's because there's so much information to be absorbed by him. I am so happy to know Joe Bierzevenka. He also brought me fishing last week. It was a great time with him. We went down there on the south side, and we didn't kill him, but I did get something, though, and I appreciate that, Joe. Thank you so much. Okay, so here we got another picture with Joe. This one's a little earlier. It's somewhere, I don't know where. I love that movement in the picture, honey. You did a wonderful job. I love my wife. Such a good woman. Without her, I wouldn't be doing any of this. I'd be on the camera right now going, hi, welcome to the Poseidon Show. You got to get a little more excited. Okay, this is the Poseidon Show. I don't know how to put up a picture for my life. Thank you, honey. I love you. I really do. Put you on full on that, and let's give you a nice little touch there. Oh, I love that. That's the best part about my wife. The best. Thank you, honey. Let's put us together on. I think Beth Hastings would even like this even better. I'll be in the corner for this one. You get the full screen. Always look in the camera, honey. It's a habit. You got to become a habit.
But I gotta program the picture to coming up.
Yes, honey. Go ahead. Do it. So. We got that one to Joe already. Let's go to the next one. He gave me some nice pictures. I can't wait till we get to the recent ones that I know about. Okay, bring this one up. Here it comes, guys. Get ready. Get ready.
Wait.
Side by side, right?
No.
That's
no,
the one.
No.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead. I like the side by side. Now you're going to see it move, guys. Ready? Here it goes.
No.
Do it. I want you to do it so they can see what you're doing. Here she goes. Look. He did it.
Oh, my God.
This is the part that I enjoy about being married. Look, hands-free. Joe, thank you very much. That's a beautiful picture, Striper. I wish I can ask you more on it. I don't see you on, Joe. I wish you were on right now. I don't know where you are. Where's Joe? Joe, where are you? I wish I had the poundage on that. We just had you live, Joe. Joe, come back. Anyway, thank you, Joe, for that picture. It's a beautiful picture. Let's go on to the next one. The next one. Dun-dun-dun-dun. There's Joe. He's got a nice tog, blackfish, whatever you want to call it. It's a beautiful fish right there. Thank you, honey, for that movement. I love that movement. So I want to thank you, Joe, for that. You can see he's on a boat. Nice sized togfish. I don't know how many pounds it is exactly. Sounds like you guys had a good trip with Bruce. It was great, making us roadie fishermen proud. The only thing I don't really like about Rhode Island fishermen, and I'm going to be honest, there's one thing only that they don't get about the New York thing. He keeps talking about the Boston Bruins, and I'm like, listen, dude, red, white, and blue over here, New York Rangers, you know? I'm teasing around. He never once brought up the Boston Bruins, even though he did bring it up just for a second, act like I didn't hear it.
No.
I didn't hear nothing. What, they're better than the Rangers? What? Hey, just kidding. Thank you, Bruce, again. This guy's a wonderful, wonderful guy. I had a wonderful time with him. All right.
Funny.
I don't want to put this one on. We're going to save this one. This is a news clip that I want Joe to tell the story. He was in the paper.
Yeah, we won't put that
one day. What's the next one? Okay, this one is recent that he sent me. I think I got this one at 2 in the morning once, but I love getting pictures. Guys, if you want to get your pictures put up here, send them to my Instagram account. DM me. Say, hey, I'm so-and-so, you know. I caught a 14-inch fish. Can I send it to you? Wait till it grows 1 inch, put it in a tank, take a picture, and then send it to me because it's 15 and above here. I'm kidding. Thank you, Joe, for that wonderful picture. Look how happy Joe is. Joe is happy in that picture. But Joe was happy when we had the test, too. I love it. Rick Hernandez, welcome. I know I saw you earlier, Rick. Me and Rick fished last week, and I'm glad. Rick got a nice fish, and the biggest fish of the night was from the guy who never caught a big fish before. Excuse me. Who never caught a striped bass before. And that was his buddy Eric, and we were so proud that night. He picked up that fish. He was like, yeah, how do I hold it for the picture? Oh, he was great, great. I'm saving those pictures, guys, because we're going to put him in the video. I got that video. It's coming on. So, hey, DNYC, what's up, buddy? Welcome, buddy. I'm nice to have you on again. I'm happy to have you on again. Thank you, DNYC, for showing up, man. I appreciate that. We were just talking about Rick Hernandez. So here comes, again, now this picture was taken in the area that I went fishing with him that night. Now, I could tell you this much that I know about this story. Hellstorm, who I love to call Storm. Look at him. He's dressed for a storm. And he knows how to dress. He knows how to go for those stripers. He knows how to fish him. So I don't know what he did Sunday night. I know he killed them. And obviously every fish that he caught was safely released back into the ocean. I'm going to say ocean because it's none of your business where he fished. He fished on the south side. Know that. I'm sorry. Sorry I have to be so harsh. Harsh. But Joe Bierjavenka, thank you for that beautiful striper. I did all that. I did all the culling all around because I don't want you guys to know where he fished. It's not fair to Joe. Joe's put in a lot of years. He's a good fisherman. And as you can see, he loves to take those pictures. Let's go to the next one, honey.
Bruce saying, my God, Joe, that headlamp.
I'm telling you, the headlamp. But I want that because I asked him, Bruce. Only because I do the YouTube videos, I want that headlamp. It's bright. It's nice. Some of these headlamps I put on, and I'm like, you know, at the house, I'm like, hey, this works great. And then you go out and you put it on. It's like, is it on? Yeah, it's on.
You need a bright headlight to do video,
man.
yeah?
Let me tell you. So, okay, let's go to the next one here. There's Joe Bierjavenka. That's the same night. Different fish. That's not the same fish. Look at the size of those fish.
Man,
I know the second night he went, which was the Monday night. Sunday night, they all killed him. They were all on Instagram. If you knew anything about reflections on the water, you can coordinate with the stars and you can tell where they were fishing that night. No, that's not true. It's not true. But I had to do all that blackening out. I did that, Joe. Thank me later, buddy. Don't worry. But there's Joe Bierjavenka fishing on the beach that night. And he sent me that. Yankee Stadium? Yeah. If you cast from home plate, I bet you can cast as far as Babe Ruth. I'm going to believe you. I promise. But no, I promise you this. They were not caught at Yankee Stadium that night. You can catch them over there. That's the East River. And that's the run back. A lot of those fish that come up the Hudson go out the East River way. And those guys who are fishing along the FDR and the East River, I'm giving it away. You guys are the luckiest because you guys are catching them on the way back. They're starving. They're on the way downhill. They're like, hey, let me get a bite to eat. I'm on the way downhill already. Mr. Poseidon, did I just hook up with you? Yeah, you did, buddy. Catch and release. No worries, my friend. So, continuing on. Let's keep going. There he is again. He is dynamite, this guy. I know Monday night he went and he told me he had 8 catches. Nothing. Listen to me carefully because my livelihood of striped bass fishing would have been over that night. He caught 8 fish, nothing under 15 pounds. Joe Bierjavenka, I thank you so much for sending me those pictures. Now we're going to continue. We're going to show the best ones of all. Hold on before you show this, honey. Don't do it. We're going to show you a before and after look of Joe Bierjavenka. He's done such a hard job working in his life as far as getting down his weight. He's really a dynamite fisherman, and he's told me, Eric, you know, the walks I used to take on the beach, I take them like they're nothing now. He goes to the gym practically every day. He eats right. He changed his life. But let's show him before. Joe, I'm so proud of you. Such a good man. There's Joe before. That's the best picture we can get. And then I'm going to show him after. Let's show Joe after. Joe, look at that. What an accomplishment. I think Joe has lost 200 or over 200 pounds. He's in shape now. He trains at the gym. When I talk to him, I love talking to him about fishing. He knows what he's talking about. If you ever see Joe Bierjavenka on the beach, whether it's talking about fishing or just talking about anything, I think you're a dynamite guy, Joe. Thank you very much for bringing me fishing with you. That was a wonderful, wonderful time. I loved it. It's 7:50. We got 10 minutes left in the show, and I'm going to end it in the best way. No, not with this pineapple. So I'm hoping that tonight, Sunday night, 7 o'clock, I'm a little worried, guys. These are my subscribers who come to me all the time. And there might be a few of you in the background who are listening for the first time. I like to do the right thing, and so does my lovely wife, honey. And so does my lovely wife. Look into the camera, Always in, not in me. It's hard. Yeah. It's very hard to get trained your eye to look into the camera. There you go. She's looking. She's beautiful, my wife. How you doing, honey? I love my wife. But it's always been in my life that I've always been a very giving guy. I know guys like Rick and Handers, Bruce Bain have met me. I like to be a giving guy. I like to be a nice guy in life. We haven't been able to have kids enter our life, so we give in other ways as much as we can. Ebeth Hastings and also Stephen Hastings are wonderful people. They showed us, and I mean this, guys, they showed us that there are other people like us out there. There definitely are. And as Americans, we should be like that. A little bit. I'm not saying to give away your money and to join my service and give me not 10, but 15% of your salaries every single month. Give me your money. No, I'm kidding. But what I'm trying to say is that there are other good people, such as Ebeth Hastings and Stephen Hastings, to remember their friend, as in Jimmy Moe, who passed away. Great fisherman, always a joyful guy. Ebeth Hastings worked for him. Thank you. And continuing, I don't see many people. It says, Joe, that's the biggest accomplishment of all. Congratulations.
Yeah.
Without a doubt. Hats off to you, Joe. Yeah, without a doubt, Joe. You're a dynamite guy. But, guys, it'll be better when we get him on the live stream. We have to work on that and see what kind of corrections we can come up with. And I love to have Joe as a guest, because if you hear him talk, it's wonderful. It's nice to have a good guest. You can put on the AC. What did you put it at? You got to put it on.
Warm? Okay.
Yeah, big time warm. Yeah, my wife, in 90-degree weather, in the middle of summer, I can wake up in the middle of the night, and the air conditioner will be off. And I'll be like sweating. And then I'll look over at my wife. She got a little sheet on her up to her nose over here. And I'll see little beads of water. And she's just sleeping so comfortably. And I'm like, what the freak? I'm like, what happened? I shut it off. It was too cold. It's 95 degrees at night. It's one of those rare nights in the middle of August where it's 95 in the middle of the night.
Oh,
and she's got the AC off. I love you so much. Wait till after this show.
Oh, boy.
Yeah. Anyway, I love my wife. Thank you guys again for showing up. You guys are amazing. Thank you for remembering Jimmy Moe. We always will remember Jimmy Moe. Just remember that. And I'm going to prove it to you guys. You will say, yes, they are good people. And I believe that you are good people, too. I know you are. You and Mrs. P are a rare pleasure, and I'm so proud to call you my friends.
Thank you.
Bruce, thank you
sweet.
so much. That's so nice. That's so nice to say. That's so nice to say. Okay, so the show is over. It's Sunday night. People want to rest up. They have Monday mornings. I want to see what Stephen Hastings has. And Mr. P, do you ever fish with rubber shad or any other lures when fishing from the beach? Bruce, excuse me, Stephen, I'm going to tell you right now, I'm going to look right into the camera. I have fished with every lure from the beach, but my favorite, and I was talking about this with Bruce today as he was here this morning. We'll put out that interview. But I'm going to tell you that I love fishing with SB Minnows at night. This goes to Bill Wetzel, which reminds me again, Bill Wetzel, New York State fishing guide, wonderful guide in Montauk. This guy is a wonderful, wonderful guide. And I mean that because I've used a few guides. He was the only one that drilled it into me. And the only way to drill it into human beings' mind, especially us here in America who know everything, is to yell at them and say, hey, listen, you got to do it like this. If you're not going to listen, you got to do it like this. Put the pole between your legs. How many times do I got to tell you? If you're not ready to hear things like that, don't get ready to be taught new things, because he drilled it into me. and now I'm a good surf fisherman. A lot of guys will always come up to me and say, I see you pulled the pole between your legs. It's the correct way to do it. If you're a surf fisherman, what better leverage can you get than that? Lean back on your pole if it's heavy with your butt. Excuse me, YouTube. With your butt on it and you lean back and you're reeling, it's a beautiful feeling. If you're holding it anywhere else and it's a surf fishing rod, well, unless you're on a boat, those are different rules there. They're different rules. But Stephen Hastings, yes, I've used SP minerals at night, which are my favorite. During the day, I might try poppers, depending on what's out there. If there's bunker in there at the top, I'm going to put my popper out there. Most of the times I'll get hits, whether it's bluefish, whether it's stripers. But shad, I love shad. I go with my wife. We go in front of this special area I'm going to call Area 51. Stand back. Mr. Poseidon's fishing. We all have a little Mr. Poseidon in us. We all have a little Mr. Poseidon. It's not just me. It's in our blood, this thing. You know, back in the caveman days, it was like that. You had to go fishing to get food. You realize that if you made a little stick and you put a bend in it, that you catch the fish as long as you had that tension on there. And then you realize, wait a minute. If we put a little barb on the end of that, how's he going to get off of it? Things got better for the cavemen. Look where we are today. Thank goodness. We're enjoying this fishing. Make sure you follow all your rules in all your areas. I don't fool around about that. If I see people catching fish illegally, I'm calling the DEC. I don't care. I don't care who you are. You can't catch fish illegally. Treat the fish right as much as you can. I got scolded because I was throwing fish into the ocean. They're right. What do I mean by throwing? You can't just toss them. You can't do that. I got yelled at by my viewers. So now I try to climb down to the rocks and put them into the water. If I'm wearing waders, I'm going in the water. Watch me. I'm not kidding. So anyway, I want to thank you guys. And again, Stephen Hastings, yes, I like to use shads when I go with my wife. All different colors, green, white. I catch stripers with them. Shad, they say, in Montauk is like cheating. It's so easy to catch fish. They're great lures. They stay right under the water there, and their tails move, and they vibrate. They sense these things. It's not like the river fishing where I'm at now, and I fished all wrong with Bruce Bain. We could have caught fish. We could have been online like, yeah, hey, Mr. Poseidon. Meanwhile, he's really behind the scenes going, listen, he really is a Ranger fan, and he can't fish for his life. I'm just kidding. Let me continue. Chris Gannon. Hey, Brian and Madison. Brian and Madison, you know who that is? That's Brian's daughter.
Yeah.
Oh, man, that's so cool. Hey, Madison, you don't know anything. Your father, right? When we used to go out in the evenings, forget about it. Brian, have you told her the story? She's looking at you now going, what, Daddy? What's he talking about? I'm not kidding, Madison. Your father was a maniac when we were now. Him and his brother were out of control. We got to settle them down. I'm not even going to tell you where I picked up my keys out of Chris Gannon. I'm not going to tell that story, Chris. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Madison. Thank you, Brian, for showing up, for supporting me on my channel. You guys are true friends that I grew up with, and all the other people are on here. I have a Yuzuri lure. That's what I caught. Stephen, I'm glad you said that. The night I went out with a Storm, which is Joe Biajavenka. Thank you. Joe Biajavenka. So when I went out with him that night, I used a Yuzuri lure, and I caught the 23-inch striper that night. Joe was a little angry, a good fisherman that he is. He wants to catch something. He didn't even get a hit. What are you going to do? These things happen. We are fishermen, and that's why they call it fishing. Look what it says. Madison Gannon. Hi, Uncle Chris. For you guys to know, Brian and Chris are brothers, and that's why Madison is calling Mr. Gannon, Chris Gannon, hi, Uncle Chris. I'm enjoying this time tonight. So let me finish off by saying it's getting late, honey. It's 8 o'clock. Everybody's got shows to go watch. So tonight's gift, I'm going to hand you off a SeaGuar Red Label. This is not cheap stuff, guys. You're going to get a good prize, whoever wins this. Anybody who wins this is going to get a good prize. 60-pound SeaGuar Red Label. Now, a lot of you guys are going, 60 pounds? What are you going to use 60 pounds for? Talk to Bill Wetzel. Just go and ask him, what would you use if you went to Montauk? And don't give me that, oh, you're talking about Montauk. I didn't know. Because I use 80 pound in Montauk, only 80 pound. Where do I get that from, Bill Wetzel? Why do you get that answer? Because in Montauk, guys, you're going to catch a big fish. And if you go with Bill Wetzel, he's going to put you on a rock out there. Don't expect to be out there in the 12 o'clock sun with like bay water and still water, and you're up there going, yeah, this is great. This is not Florida fishing in the Keys. You're fishing in Montauk. He's going to put you up on the rock, and when you do catch that 30, 35-pound fish, it's going to happen, guys. If you do the right thing, keep fishing, keep going. It's going to happen. It has to. The odds are there with you, especially this year. So when you get out there on top of that rock and you're trying to reel in that fish and you get him in on the end, in Montauk, Bill will tell you at least a 3-foot leader. You got to put a 3-foot leader on there. Why? Because you're high on the rocks like this. Watch me. You might see me a little blurry, but you'll get it. So when you're up on the rock and you're reeling in the fish and then you're pulling them in, you're leaving out that line, and then you're able to grab that leader. You heard me, right? The leader. Then you wrap your hand around the leader. Are you learning here? Wrap it around, and when you're pulling it in, and that fish is fighting back as you're pulling him out of the water, and he's doing this to your arm.
Ouch.
And that's right, thank you, honey. If my wife can get that, all of you can get it. And he's pulling back by that. And you have a 60, 80-pound leader, you're not going to feel it. You're going to be able to pull him in with ease. No problem. Bill always goes with 80. I follow Bill. I bought 60 because a lot of you guys are complainers, and I like to satisfy my complainers or my subscribers. So I went with a 60. This is up for night, and this one right here is a very special gift, and I'm going to tell you why it's a special gift, because I'm not giving this away. Lure Walker, you can find him is he at Lure Walker?
Yeah, on Instagram.
On Instagram, you can look him. We'll leave on the description below where you can find him. Thank him for this. Lure Walker gave me this to give away on my channel. Thank you, Lure Walker, for this. I appreciate this. You and your wife, wonderful people. You always put up wonderful Instagram shots. He went to the beach the other day. He scored a nice fish. But thank you so much for this, Lure. I appreciate this. And that's why you're getting a 2-for-1. And how do you enter? As usual, on the bottom of this video here, leave a comment. For those of you guys who don't even want, that includes Stephen Hastings, Elizabeth Hastings, please enter the comp. I want you guys. Ernesto Reyes, thank you for showing up. Heinz Broder, great Montauk video with your wife. What month was that? Oh, we are going to meet up. If you go there in June, in the first 3 weeks, you're probably going to see me there. And when you see me there, come right up to me. I'll be wearing my cowboy hat so you can distinguish me. I don't know what sunglasses, because at night, if you wear sunglasses, you know what people are going to say. They're going to look at you and go like this, look. What is that guy, retarded? It's for 11 o'clock at night. Anyway. So make sure you leave a comment at the bottom of this video. On Tuesday's show, you heard me right. Is there going to be on Tuesday's show? Because I got the 6 p.m. Okay. I'm so glad I reminded. This is the last week, guys. This is the last week. On May 1st, I go back to my regular schedule. But this week, I'm working 6 p.m. Listen to the hours. 6 p.m. to 6 a.m. all week until Sunday. So the only show I'm going to do this week, I'm going to put up a couple of videos, but the only show I'm going to do this week is next Sunday. Next Sunday, not at 7, at 10:30 a.m. That will be the last morning show you will ever see. From then on, I go back to my regular schedule, and that calls for regular schedule means 7 o'clock every night, 7 Sunday night, Tuesday night, and Thursday nights at 7 p.m.
So this week there will be no Tuesday or Thursday evening live streams.
And also, yeah. No, there will be. No, this week there won't. The only show that will be this, guys, will be next Sunday, 10:30 a.m. And I also want to mention Stephen Hastings. He says it so right. Tsunami sand deals are my go-to in the fall in New Jersey when the sand deals show up. Absolutely. Best Fish Kid, what's up, buddy? How are you? Welcome to my show. Stephen Hastings, you're so right. We will see each other on the beach, Steve. Whether we plan this or not, I know I'm going to know you when I see you. I thank you so much, guys. So remember to leave a comment at the bottom of this video. It's 8:06. I went overboard tonight, 6 minutes. I don't like to do that. Other than that,
okay.
both me and my wife, thank you, honey. Please say thank you to the audience.
Thanks, everybody.
I love my
Thanks
wife.
for watching.
Look at the sweetness. And I'll be in the corner this time. There you go. So let's finish this up. We're going to end the show right now, guys. Thank you very much for watching. It makes us so happy. Ebeth Hastings and Steve, don't worry, we haven't forgot about you. We're going to take care. Hey, there he is. Jason Palmatieri. Before he goes, Jason, you're a wonderful guy. Thank you. We're going to be ending the show right now. YS Outdoors. Hey, Mr. P, what's up? Make sure you guys leave a comment at the bottom if you haven't seen it.
Once it posts.
On this one. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Rick Hernandez, B&G. Have a great weekend. Thank you, guys. For those of you guys who have not subscribed to my channel, be smart. Subscribe to my channel. We're going to be doing live streams from Montauk. I'll teach you what to use. Put on 2-pound leader. And don't put on any bait on your hook. I'm kidding. Make sure you tune in. Stay tuned. Thank you, guys. Thank you to all my subscribers. Honey, would you like to say anything to anybody?
Yeah, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time, which will be next Sunday at 10:30 a.m.
And today is the 18th, so that makes next week the 24th. Am I right? We're checking. Here we go. No, that'll be the 25th.
Is the 25th.
Ladies and gentlemen, next Sunday, 10:30 a.m. The 25th, 10:30 a.m. Be there, East Coast time. I will see you guys, California East Coasters. Get up early. I'll see you. Guys, thank you so much.
Good night,
Subscribe to my
everybody.
channel, and good night, everybody.
See you next time.